Okay. 3, 2. Go ahead, Locke.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to West Coast POPCast. Another week, another episode. But the crew is back. The crew is here. Thank you all for getting us to 772 subs, man. We're on that road to 800. On the road to 1,000. The journey is here. Get us there, man. If you like what we're doing, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, we do podcasts every week, mostly on Sundays. We got tier lists. Eric's back doing the speed checks. Check that out. Zach has the Rampage streams unlocked. Go ahead and try to win the trivia belt. We have trivia every Friday night with Zach, and more to come once we get freed from you guys know what. But again, in case you're new, I'll introduce you to the panel. I'm the host for this week, the final boss, your predictions champion. Knock. We got Eric. Still looking for a name. Are you the new predictions champion though? You got the belt. Is the belt on you now?
No. We agreed that for the first time, none of us are the prediction champ. Matt got the most predictions.
Hold on. Who agreed on this? Who is this?
2 out of 3 of the cast agreed.
Oh man! But yeah, let's get the champion out of here. The champion didn't have a vote in this one, but okay. Congratulations to Matt. If you guys want to win the belt, you gotta either be in Zach's trivia to win the trivia championship or be in the prediction champions. We predict on mostly every pay-per-view coming on, depending how the champion is feeling. Tal will be on the line. So throw your predictions in whenever pay-per-view happens and see if you can get the lucky winning. And of course, the main man, Zach. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's laundry day when I got to wear trash bags on the show, but I'm doing all right.
Man, we got a lot for you. A good episode. We even got some movie talk and TV show to talk for you guys. So definitely stick around. But of course, to kick off the show, let's hit in the weekly recap. Monday Night Raw. How was the episode, Zach?
Gangbusters. This is how you do a season premiere. Let's see. The Bloodline started it out. Anderson and Gallows are back now. The Good Brothers, the bad actors.
Yes.
Brock came back to fight with Bob. That's going to get set up, I'm sure, for Crown Jewel. We had the DX celebration. They came in on the tank that they went to WCW in way back in the 90s. Whole lot of stuff. Candice LeRae got a win over Bayley. A very boring Miz B-Day, but the crowd chanted "Eat the cake" anyways. And what else? Riddle beat Sammy, and Gargano beat Theory, which I'm sure we'll get at least 1 or 2 more matches out of them. And that is it. Good match between Ray and Gable. And we'll talk about this when we get to SmackDown, but his son just won't let him be.
Not at all, man. I'll admit I don't like the Good Brothers, but it's a good return. You have them like with AJ going against Balor. So much history there that you can just dive into. And of course, in case you guys didn't see it on the channel already, check out Eric's Raw speed check for this episode, man. Very entertaining stuff. The best on YouTube if you want to get a nice review, a nice summary of Raw. And of course, Eric, I know you did do the speed check, but any final thoughts on Raw?
Zach pretty much got it. It took me 26 or 36 minutes to do speed check. Zach got the whole damn thing in like 10 seconds.
He threw nice opinions and good jokes in there, though.
Only problem I had with it, like I said, was that DX should not have main evented. It should have been that US title thing because that felt like a cash in, but
yes, sir.
I was happy.
Yeah. And shout out to Bobby Lashley for making the US title feel prestigious again. Seth Rollins is taking a torch. This is the first belt he's had since what? The tag belts with Moxley?
Since tag belts with Murphy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. It's been a minute, man. So shout out to Seth getting the victory. And yeah, I agree. It should have been a main event.
And I also,
but it's hard.
I also give DX props for containing themselves because every time they come back, they have to bury someone. At least this time, they stuck to burying 2 local jobbers. But
yeah, that's true. I mean, they tried to bury my boy, what's his name? Billy Gunn. Oh, he's just moving furniture. He can't be here. Office supplies, that's the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Monday Night Raw. Next up, we got NXT No Longer 2.0. This is the white gold brand, the Fusion Ha. A lot of good stuff here. Indy Hartwell gets a victory with a superplex over Valentina Feroz. Are you guys digging? We see a lot of stuff from Apollo Crews here. He has a very dark type character going on. A lot different than his African gimmick he was doing before. So that's going. Nikita Lyons continues to team with Zoe Stark. What else happened here? Zach, did you catch NXT?
Of course I did. Nathan Frazier beat Axiom. He will now be in that ladder match
Yes.
for the mid-card title. I don't know. I just forgot the name of it.
NXT North American.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Stacks had a match against Wesley that he took. Diamond Mine, Roddy was in the hospital. Just end this fucking thing already.
Yeah. It's run its course. Your whole manager's in another company now. It's good. Roger don't even want to be there.
Right. Apollo was helping out the Chucky series with that segment, and during the Nation, what is it, the Waller segment, the lights went out by the wheel, kind of teasing more stuff with him in the White Six, but I think he'd be a terrible addition to that. And Hank slapped that pussy.
Oh God, I wasn't expecting that.
There you go.
You try to get
the 2.0 is gone, Eric.
Yeah.
You're really trying to get
We're 4 days away and I'm gonna fuck us over again.
Oh man, yeah.
That's
NXT. Go ahead,
sorry. Hang on. So wait, so we're not okay with Scissor Me Daddy, but we're okay with that?
Reporting the news, Eric.
Oh man. Yeah. So I mean, Halloween Havoc's around the corner. We have a shocking return. I forget who said it first time on this podcast a few weeks ago, but someone's called Sonya Deville should go back to NXT. And what do you know? She pops up on the NXT brand to have Mandy Rose's back, taking out Alba Fire from the crowd. It's good to see Sonya here. Hopefully, she can have a nice run of her own. What do you guys think about Sonya Deville back at NXT?
Should be good. Because we know that she should be a champion, but I think NXT will help her get to that next level.
Yeah.
He looks like a pro, like a big time pro compared to a lot of these talents. So it kind of makes them say, oh shit, maybe we should up our game just on the mic. But Triple H sent her there for something to do while they kind of figure stuff out. But also he sent her there as a scout, and he wants her to report back anything that he thinks is missing certain people and anyone that thinks has the it factor. So she's kind of being a scout as well.
That's a pretty big role. Would you guys want to see her turn on Mandy again and have that another part 2 to their feud?
I take it because this Mandy Rose is better than the last one.
I think they'll have a better match. I don't remember the match being all that. I know there's a lot of outside wrestling stuff going on, so I can't really fault them for that. But I don't remember their match too much. Plus, I think it was in a match with no crowd.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the match wasn't even. The whole feud was more about the journey than the match itself.
Yeah, the journey was amazing. What a great feud.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for NXT, not 2.0 anymore. Let me correct myself here. Now going on to Ring of Honor Dynamite on Wednesdays, man. We're here. And to our native Ring of Honor fan, Zach, man, how are you feeling about this new age Ring of Honor? I mean, AEW Dynamite.
I love
Toronto.
ECW and WWE. I'm glad they went to Toronto. Awesome crowd, but again, how the fuck are you gonna build a stadium without seats? Come on, Canada.
Yeah,
everything done
standing
backwards.
room only. I wouldn't have been able to do that, man. That's too much.
Hot crowd though. They made the show. I was multiple times I was about to turn it off just because of the ROH stuff and especially the Daniel Garcia flip flopping again. So much.
Yeah, I think you had something. The crowd is naturally chanting, "You're a wrestler, you're a wrestler." I think you'd have had something to build him up as a nice baby face, and eventually maybe take on Chris Jericho, like some of us predicted for the Full Gear pay-per-view. Yeah, this is Ring of Honor all over the place. On the announcers, Ring of Honor. Every match, you had Ring of Honor in there, which I don't mind, but hey, you gotta get your brand pumped out there for some new viewers. Renee Paquette makes her debut with Toronto to announce Christian Cage. What do you think about Christian Cage on commentary and this whole Jungle Boy Luchasaurus feud, Eric?
I'll give it to Zach because I didn't appreciate Christian on commentary until Zach said something. Like I took a listen, and yeah, he did a good job. He pointed out why he turned on Jungle Boy. He put down Jungle Boy, built up Luchasaurus. So I mean, he's a legend for a reason. So he's good. I'm surprised they gave away that match on TV and they gave Luchasaurus clean-ish kind of win. Even though that distraction for Christian was kind of lazy.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's injured.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably get another rematch, maybe a cage match, maybe a lights out. Who knows?
I would love a cage match, something, or maybe even a ladder match. Go back to Michaels back in the day with his ladder match against his former big. My thing with this is like it was a surprise for me because this is TK booking 101. You'll put the one guy, the heel over first, get him a nice little thing, and then of course the rematch is coming up soon. Jungle Boy will get that big win down the line. It's 50-50 booking at its finest. That's what TK does. I'm a big fan of Tony Khan, but it is getting predictable.
I will give them props. Like I did not want to see them wrestle. And I said that like many times on the show, but they worked well together. There actually was there's some good spots in there.
They really do. So yeah, good stuff there. Hopefully Christian Cage can cover soon, so we can finally get that payoff. What else you got here? Swerve. They're calling him Sneaky Swerve. Trying to get that off. He's took on Billy Gunn, and Billy Gunn is super over, man. Great stuff there. And I just realized, if you guys watched TNA back in the day, it reminded me of this back in the day. Did. But if you happen to catch greatness, opportunity comes knocking, not often, but when you finally answer that door and you catch some greatness, Billy Gunn's been the glue for not only Generation X, the beautiful people. He was in there, got over, and now the Acclaim. This man has not missed, but it all started in TNA.
He missed with his own sons. They were a trio for the longest time.
Oh, man. Hey, that's still coming down the road, man. We might get the Billy Gunn at the Gun Club Trios champions down the road. You never know. Never say never.
About TK booking way after we give a shit about it.
What else happened here? Zach, did you enjoy anything else from AEW Ring of Honor Dynamite?
Oh, man, the pissing contest between Hangman and Mox. So much machismo. So who needs to be a man more? What a great 2022 promo. I just couldn't get enough of it. It was so good. Oh my God, this dick measuring contest sucked.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I actually enjoyed Hangman's promo. Like the whole hitting himself got a little much. I don't know if he busted himself on purpose or not. But besides that, I actually enjoyed the promo. I thought it was good. And I think it got a good reception online as well.
Because I hated it, so of course everyone loves it.
Eric, are you anywhere in the middle, or do you?
Oh no, I agree with you. I loved it. It's just the hitting part was had me laughing, but I actually loved the whole segment. Even and MJF's promo before that those whole two segments were good for me.
Yeah, so AEW did some good stuff. I enjoyed the women's match a lot. Britt took the fall. I think Jamie Hayter's super over. So it's really good stuff in that regard. Let me hit up the chat real quick before we continue. Take a little chat break. Datilla, first one up. Hey guys, what's up? See, Eric, I'm here from the beginning. I just like to pop in during the Impact talk. Put some respect on the name, basically.
I appreciate you, Datilla.
Nubico, hello, how you doing? What's up, man? I'm looking forward to hearing about the one what I'm talking about when you get to TV talk. Okay. I think I know. Okay. I think I know what he's talking about. Paul Levesque in the chat. He's the trivia champion now. What happened?
It was Zach over here apparently throwing rules out. Apparently points don't matter. Apparently all you gotta say is I got 99 points, and he believes it.
Look, the ref is blind sometimes, and things happen. New match this Friday live.
We had a first controversial call in Zach's live trivia of Rampage Friday nights. Check it out, and maybe someone could redeem themselves. Zach turned it into the AEW refs, but okay. Nubico again. Tony DeVille helping Toxic Attraction to getting destroyed by Liv Morgan this week. Yeah, we'll get to that in SmackDown talk. Paul Levesque, I'm gonna issue a GM booking war with the progress we have. Part 2, Eric. He's the champ now. Now he's calling his shots.
There was no progress. I won. That's it.
At Datilla, Billy was Kip and Beautiful People. Yes, he was. That's the glue I'm talking about. He was great. The original Beautiful People. Kip, cute Kip. What's her name? Velvet Sky and Angelina Love. Speaking, we get to news rooms. I have to talk about Velvet Sky. She had said some words about her former boss. But
wow, am I gonna have some numbers? I'll crush your world when we get to these numbers.
Okay. Besides that, AEW. We crowned a new champion in Toronto. Eric, your boy. How you feeling about the new All-Atlantic champion?
I'll give it to him. I love when these two go against each other. I think they're the best pair, of competitors in AEW. So I always love when they go against each other. I didn't think I needed to see him as champion, but the pop was real. I don't think his reign is going to be anywhere near as good as the win. But you know what? Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Maybe he'll surprise me. I'm already looking forward to him losing the belt. I'm not gonna lie to you, but let's see what he does, man. But, Zach, you got it.
Oh, sorry. Just also, I thought he should have won a TBS TNT championship, because that seems more like the championship for the mascot. I don't think All Atlantic would be like a legit, Pac set the tone that it'd be like a legit travel around and wrestle title.
That's what I thought, and I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna throw it to Zach real quick on his thoughts, and I'm gonna go to another topic. Zach, what do you think about Orange Cassidy? Is it stale for you, or are you bought back in?
Honestly, Jericho really, really soured that orange on me. I still like the guy and I still respect the guy, but that's what I want to say. What you guys just talked about, him wrestling in other countries is honestly virally going to put more eyes on AEW than Pat wrestling in other matches. So I think that's a smart move to put the belt on him. But they need to have him do his gimmick or his shtick some a few minutes beforehand when he comes out, or do something at the beginning of whatever show that he's working, so that crowd can be like, "What American stuff is this?" It's kind of funny, and then they'll start virally putting these matches out there and get more exposure on the All Atlantic Championship.
See, I think that's a great idea. My whole thought with this, when I was going to bring to this next topic, was I don't see Orange Cassidy going to other promotions like that. Pac was the perfect person because that's what he does. He goes to all these different promotions. He lives in England still, so he can go to those different promotions, have the belt, have great matches. I don't think Orange Cassidy's going to do that. And what Eric kind of hinted at as well was he would have been perfect for the TNT championship, because that's more of the mascot belt. We need to start defining these divisions, because you can't have two belts and there's no clear division. I'll throw it back to TNA. You have the X division. You know what you're gonna get when you go to the X division. You have the world title.
Every time I hear about this damn titles, I never know who's got it. Apparently, women can go for it, men can go, animals can go for it.
If you take the WCW's Cruiserweight title and combine that with WWE's IC Workman Championship, that's the X division. You're getting 5 stars. You're getting greatness. So you knew what to expect there. Then you have the other mid card belts. Okay, that's a division. You have the All Atlantic and TNT belts. If you swapped Wardlow with what belt, I couldn't tell the difference, because the division's not really made up yet. You throw Samoa Joe in there with the ROH TV title. What's the difference? Can we get some clear divisions here, man? If I'm watching this title, I need a certain wrestling I'm looking at. That's all I'm saying.
Wasn't Samoa Joe X Division champion?
He was, and he was phenomenal.
So he's a cruiserweight. That's like some 2K.
No. Hold on. X Division means no limits. I meant cruiserweight for the high flying, the action, the high pace, not for the weight limit. Even Abyss was X Division champion.
They couldn't even afford rules. My God.
Oh man. We could afford Kurt Angle in his prime.
That was not his prime. I want to get some clear here. They took a man who should not have been wrestling at that time. That man was.
You're both right. You're right there, Eric, and it was actually his prime though. So those are his best matches.
His best matches of all time.
Maybe not safety protocol wise, but those were his best matches.
If that's the kind of environment, cancel Impact. That poor man. Anyway, next thing.
TNA Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, thank you very much. Got in there before WWE Hall of Fame. Until we got to talk about the X Division title. We could talk for days about the X Division title, the most prestigious title in wrestling history. Come on now. No, but seriously, the lineage: AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian. We can go on and on, but we could definitely talk about it. No, of course not John Cena. John Cena wasn't worthy of the belt. You need more than 3 moves to have that belt. I'm sorry. It's the 6. X Division belt, not the 3 division belt. What were we talking about here? Dynamite. What else happened on Dynamite?
I think
we covered literally everything.
Did we talk about Wardlow, the dynamic duo sweeping the nation?
We do not need to talk about Wardlow.
Oh man, I this is what TK does. He throws random people together. But let's go on to Friday nights. No, not Friday Night SmackDown. Eric, where's my graphic? Because we're talking about TNA wrestling coming up.
God, I hate this show.
Oh man, what a show! So we have the Bound for Glory Fallout. A nice crowd. I love that we have this crowd for an Impact show. Not huge, but a decent size, bigger than usual. We have, again, I need you guys to take this seriously. Stop. I told these guys in the chat what happened. They started to clown me. Frankie Kazarian, the X Division champion, is choosing option C, going for the world title. He's cashing in his X Division title belt and now going for the world title. Josh Alexander, and I'm putting my bet. I'm betting the house on Kazarian. It is his time. Josh has had a great run. Don't get me wrong, but it's time for Frankie Kazarian. It's time for TNA, rather, to right a wrong and make one of the greatest stars world champion. So Frankie Kazarian, AEW superstar, TNA original. I'm going for you, man. Before Eric blows a gasket, I want to talk about the world champion once again. Bobby Fish had his world title opportunity against Josh Alexander and lost. Solid match. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a clip out there. Bobby Fish got no reaction whatsoever when he was on the mic. Wasn't a good look,
Damn.
but it was some solid stuff. Good match. The guy can wrestle, whether you like him or not. He can wrestle. Now, Bully Ray's coming out there. You know, he wants his title shot. He's looking to. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's looking to wrestle again. Like I can't. I thought he was done. Next up here, we had Matt Cardona returning to Impact. You know, he's been on the hot streak the entire year. He got injured. Now he's back wrestling for the greatest promotion in all of pro wrestling history. And the last thing I'll say before, again, Eric blows a gasket. We had a crazy 6-way X Division match. Trey Miguel was in there. He got the victory. But if you guys seen it, who was it? We had Black Taurus in the corner. It was Alex Zane. He does this crazy, like, private party flip over the back, Hurricanrana. Great stuff. Look up the clip. 3 guys involved there. The X Division, you can always expect high intensity and crazy spots. So shout out to TNA Impact, again, delivering a great show this week.
My child ever watches Impact Wrestling, I will disown them. I will throw them out of the house.
Oh, man.
I will leave them to fend for themselves on the street.
Get the donkey off the screen, man. This is Impact.
Okay, so at this point, Impact isn't even getting WWE scraps anymore. They get AEW scraps.
Oh.
And those scraps can't even win their champ. Why does Impact exist, Knock? Why?
Because you can't kill it. It's hard to kill.
They tried to kill themselves. They begged TK to buy him. Even Tony Khan said, "I'm not buying that shit."
We don't discuss that here.
He's
but he bought Ring of Honor, the second-rate Impact. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss.
And then you telling me 6 people in an X Division match? My God! Somebody give me my WD. Give me my ibuprofen powder. This Impact is killing me.
Dattila says, "Let Eric blow a gasket." Oh man, and yes, Fish had no pop. It was bad. It's probably one of the most silent crowds I've ever heard. It was really, really bad. What you got it.
This poor man threw away his career for Triple H.
Yeah,
and Triple H isn't even hitting him back up.
Not at all. I mean, maybe he'll return. I don't know. The Good Brother returned, so anything's possible. Last thing real quick. Wardrobe sounds like that celebrity couple that combines their names Bennifer and Brangelina. Yeah, I don't know who came with that one, but you can tell they're just trying to make a shirt with that whole name. They did it with Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm, and they weren't even real team. They just said, "Oh, Thunderstorm, let's put it on a shirt."
Yeah, they made a shirt, and neither of them wear it.
Yeah,
they said that name like 6 times in like a minute.
Yeah, we're printing T-shirts, but that is TNA Impact Wrestling. Let's go to Friday Night SmackDown. Eric, can you take us into that one?
I love how you picked the one I didn't recap because it's the one I didn't watch. All I saw was Bray Wyatt.
I wanted to switch it up a little bit. Yeah, tell us about Bray Wyatt's promo, then we can take it into the rest.
All right, so I give him props. I never thought we'd see like the real Bray Wyatt persona out there. That was a personal, emotional intro. Dude went through a lot, and you could feel it. He lost his self-confidence, lost 2 people close to him. And then we get the end with the White Rabbit weird promo vignette thing. So I'm really digging where this is going. I think everyone's enticed by this. So What'd you think of that?
I thought it was cool, man. And they said they have plans for the Wyatt Six up into Mania already, so we're in for a ride. This is very different. You can tell there's real emotion there, man. So I was invested. Zach, what'd you think?
I liked it. I'm very intrigued by this, and I'm more so along for the ride. I don't need a match right away. Don't need a feud right away. I want storytelling from this gentleman, and I think that's what we're going to get. I do not like the so-called name for it, Captain Howdy. It sounds like someone who shouldn't be giving out candy during Halloween. I'm not a big fan of that, and I'm not a big fan of the mask just because it looks so much like the mask from The Black Phone, which is a
Yeah.
very recent movie. So I'm not a huge fan of them doing that, especially when he has people like Tom Savini and really talented people. One of his long-term story writers is now employed by WWE, so that's a good thing. But I just expected a little bit more with this. But I do like it. I do like everything. I'm just nitpicking because I am a very huge fan of horror stuff, and I don't like stuff to get tropey, but I'm a big fan. And one last question, answer this in the chat, and you guys let me know what is best. This has been on my mind since I watched it. The Wyatt Six, should it be personality disorder with Bray? Or should it be a faction which could help others and be cool, but also NWO themselves? And if you have one or two people that don't work in the faction, make the faction as a whole not as cool as he thought it was going to be.
Ooh.
So ever since it started, everyone's been saying it's a faction, which it probably is. I don't necessarily like that because I like the idea. I think Bray by himself could be a big character. I don't think he needs a faction. So I would like it to be a personality disorder because I don't know. There's some people who I think should put others over, Jericho, but don't. And there's some people who should be the main focus, and I think Wyatt should be that.
That's tough. That's tough. The people they want for the Wyatt Six, like character wise, because it's dark, like Karrion Kross, people like that. Yeah, it fits, but I don't think it necessarily. I think it's just a little different. I like Karrion Kross and Scarlett doing their own thing. If you want to throw in like a Dexter Loomis, maybe I can see something like that maybe working. He's not fully established yet. He's still kind of doing stuff off on the side. I think he's very creative too. So maybe like people like that. I'm gonna go faction because I think they can pull it off. But the multiple personality thing sounds really cool.
That's what I like. It's a double down on the faces of Foley, and this is something again like with Sami Zayn that we talked about. If he's up for doing this, and if he's going to do this, 6 personalities of Bray Wyatt, which he has enough of, you start looking at nominating people for supporting actor roles and getting more eyes out there and making this look. Not everyone's going to look at wrestling the way they look at wrestling, but you look at like, oh wow, there is real talent in what we already considered a fake sport. So then maybe they'll get more respect on it, and you get more people leading into Hollywood roles rather than just trying to get like the Marine 7 or something like that. Because we did see a little bit of in the background of the Liv Morgan Sonya Deville segment, there was in the back on one of the pieces of equipment, the Wyatt logo, and then the Fiend that we saw at Extreme Rules turned. So that was in the background. But it again, we're teasing all these people again with Grayson Waller and the wheel and the lights. I would love to see Bray Wyatt just act his ass off and do 6 different personalities.
Yeah, I'm all for that, man. So yeah, good stuff from Bray. A lot of brightness in the future with that storyline. We'll see how they handle it, and I trust Triple H to let Bray do his thing.
Yeah, but still make Marine 7 though. Still make that.
We don't need it.
As many as you
That's
can.
Bo Dallas's comeback.
I'm still interested. That's another reason too. I'm interested for it because I want to see Bo Dallas with his brother. I think they both would be really good. Again on SmackDown, a nice solid 2-hour show. We have Raquel Rodriguez, Homicide Gonzalez, Shotzi, Roxanne Perez taking on Damage Control. Bailey gets the nice little dirty clean win over Roxanne. I feel like that's a dream match waiting to happen for that singles Bailey versus Roxanne. I think Roxanne looks up to Bailey a lot, so it'll be really cool to see down the line. I'm going to see them mix up a little bit in this match. And of course, the legend, the master of the 6-foot nine is down on his bridges, ready to quit, ready to throw it in, throw the towel in. He's been turned on by Batista, by Edge, by Eddie. This man's been crying, beat down, worn out. Seth Rollins tried to take his eye out, but nothing hurt him more than his son turning on him.
Oh, boo! My son is bullying me on Raw.
No.
I
This
want to
is a
quit.
sensitive topic. This is very sensitive.
My son took my lunch money. His girl is beating me up.
We're not gonna disrespect the Master
I miss when
69
my
like
son
this.
used to put me on his shoulders.
The former WWE champion. Let's not forget that. Future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, sorry.
He almost quit. Triple H said, "You know what? I got you, buddy. Come over to SmackDown." Ray is a full-time SmackDown wrestler now, and he won the Fatal 4-Way with him, Sheamus, Ricochet, and Solo Sikoa replacing Karrion Kross, and he'll be taking on Gunther to win again the IC title. Man, what do you think about Rey Mysterio versus Gunther?
I'll take it as different.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll just say I'll take it as different. A side note, when he's talking to Triple H in the hallway, Triple H motioned him to go into the office like he's going to open the door for him, but yet he did not open the door for him. He still had someone lower than him open the door for him. What a Vince move.
Hilarious.
Small stupid thing, but whatever.
Oh man, yeah. But that's SmackDown. Any final words? Anything we missed?
Let me talk to you. LA Knight is officially back.
Yes.
I think he's a heel too now.
I believe so. What's his name? I'm blanking out here. My boy, the Wasteland. Bad News Barrett of the thing on commentary. Out with the old, in with the gold. That sounds like more of a shot than a line for LA Knight. Taking shots at former boss.
Yep.
Oh man, SmackDown was good, man. Triple H is killing it.
There's one more thing I want to talk about. Legato beat Hit Row. I hope that feud goes for a while. And the last thing was the car crash in the beginning. Did I miss something, or is this the now second in 2 months car crash incident in a backstage segment? We don't know why the accident happened.
I think you're right.
Okay. No details that could play out later on. That's why they all lived in Florida, because they could all ride the bus there together.
Oh gosh. What do I got here? Well, I think that's it for this week. Definitely check out Zach and Eric on AEW Rampage live stream last Friday. Great episode from the guys. And the new trivia champion. But time to move on to news and rumors. Let us know if there's anything on the indies you guys want us to see, any other wrestling that we might have missed. But we'll always catch Team Impact Wrestling every week. So go to the weekly recap. There's what?
Sorry, you almost got away with that one. Damn straight, we don't catch that.
Oh man, almost close, but no cigar. The one thing I did say, speaking of TNA, I was going to segue into it. Velvet Sky had some comments on Twitter about Dixie Carter not knowing what she was doing, rooting the company, and causing them to lose their Spike TV deal, which led to less and less of a big crowd. She's definitely going off, and definitely seemed like she's holding back at the same time. But yeah, Velvet Sky not a big fan of Dixie Carter.
Brother.
Yeah, that's a huge reason. I know there's a huge talk about Chris Jericho and what he's doing and what everything, but no one destroyed a company more than Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan.
You're telling me that TNA Impact, this little rinky-dink company at the time, they had access to the biggest golden star of the golden era, Mr. Hulkamania himself, and the genius behind WCW, and they couldn't make anything happen?
The man who lost the war, yeah, they try to make it happen. They try to line their pockets with money, hard-earned money from the TNA wrestlers, and almost bankrupt the whole company.
You know what? The only thing I regret is that he didn't bankrupt the whole company. He didn't bleed them dry. Those money marks.
Oh man.
We'll discuss that on the show sometime. That situation was, they were riding high. They're like 1 million views, and then they were running wild.
Yeah, running into the ground. What else we got going on here? AAA Mania happened. I know you're a big fan of AAA, Zach. Pentagon wins a very bloody, gruesome match at the main event, but also during the show, a new Disney Plus show was announced. So definitely keep an eye out. Not too much details on it yet, but keep an eye out for Disney Plus as they're going to be getting a trailer from AAA. I mean, not a trailer.
Is getting a Disney Plus show?
I think so. There's something they got going on there.
Wait, what? You said AAA?
Yeah, AAA.
Oh yeah, Disney has had their hands in AAA for what's it like 2 years now, but I didn't think they bring on Disney Plus. Remember they had the wrestlers dress up as different Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
So
should be cool to see what they do with that. What else did I see here?
Ray was there too. He did a nice intro video for AAA.
Yes. And then, do you guys know whose birthday it was recently?
Yes. It's Fuego del Sol.
Oh, that is not the guy. The complete opposite, actually. Actually, it was the one-winged angel, Kenny Omega. I don't know if this is news or not, but AEW seemed to have forgotten that it was the man's birthday. Former, the founder, not former, but former world champion, founder. No talk of Kenny Omega. Is this a sign of them stepping out the door, or do you guys think this is just they're suspended? I'm not going to talk about it.
Well, first off, I love how we read that same news report, but I looked at it as let's celebrate the genius that is Fuego del Sol's birthday. But you just skipped over him. Because
I thought you were kidding about that. I thought you were kidding about Fuego del Sol.
That's why I do, because they acknowledged his, but they ignored Kenny's.
Wow.
What's it called? I don't know. I don't think TK would ever give up Kenny. At the maybe the Bucks, but not Kenny, because you can't give Kenny WWE. Just can't.
Yeah. Who knows?
You can go on their Twitter on his birthday and see if they put the happy birthday picture up. If that picture is not up, then there's an issue because they put that up for like referees and everyone else too. So
that is true. The last few things real quick here. Speaking of AAA, Taya Valkyrie retained against Camille to retain her AAA Reina's championship. Willow Nightingale is set for a Japanese debut, and it's TJPW, so it should be a good run for her, good exposure. I'm sure she'll dominate over there and bring something new to the table. And then last thing I wanted to say before I throw it over to you guys. Actually, damn, that Kenny Omega thing's still getting to me. I still feel it, man. That's if he goes, he goes. We were just clouding Bobby Fish for not having a pop at all at Impact, but turns out he might be done already, as he was seen backstage at NXT. So maybe Triple H might have made the call after all and saved the guy, even though he was fine in Impact Wrestling. But that's all I got from news and rumors. I don't know if Zach, if you had anything.
The signee is now all elite. We talked about it in the chat. Zach Clayton is officially on the roster. Yep, he is
the one-man appearance.
It's time to face the reality.
Oh, nicely done. Day one is officially canceled. They're not doing that, giving people, if you're not familiar in America, New Year's Day is usually a holiday here for businesses, so good for them. I do have some pop culture news. Donald Glover is in talks to go into the Community movie. If you're not familiar in Hollywood, it is money negotiations, which is usually what jams people up. But
I'm not surprised.
Dan Harmon is waiting to write the movie until he knows for sure, because he 100% wants him on board.
I hope he does, man. I figured it'd be a money thing because he's a way bigger star now than he was when the show started and all that. But I hope he does make it work.
Yeah. Black Panther is going next month into theaters, and so far with ticket sales in like 1 week, it is projected for a weekend total, not even a holiday weekend, a weekend total of 182 million to 222 million. It's opening weekend, so it's looking on the slow side will be 182. Last one, I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, 220 or 222 million for the weekend of Black Panther 1.
Yeah, it was something ludicrous, man, and the movie went on to make billions. Definitely an experience.
Oh yeah.
And if you guys are interested, this week Gotham Knights comes out, and if you're buying it on consoles, it only goes to 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Apparently, I mean, I kind of get it because on one hand, what they're trying to do with it, the scale of the map and it being a constant multiplayer experience, they said it would just be too much to implement. I'd rather just the game be good than all that, the graphics.
Yeah, I mean, the shittiest internet in the world, so I agree.
I'm up in the air. I mean, 30 frames per second was something that was standard for like 10 years ago, back on the PS3, PS5 days, Xbox Series X. I don't know.
And I mean, also this is for the console chumps. That's on the PC Master Race. We're not worrying about that.
Oh gosh, man, how old is your PC?
Old enough to run it.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
I hope.
Oh man, we'll see when the specs come out. I'm definitely looking at
Eric. I was going to say, Eric, if you want to give anything you have, and then I'll give the last piece of news that I have. If in the chat, especially Datilla, if you could drop a number that you think Impact hit last week in ratings, and then we'll touch on that after you're all set, Eric.
Not pretty much hit everything I had. Only thing I have is a little good news because I always worried about Angelo Dawkins. Because under Vince, we could tell that one day he would split the Street Profits up. Who knows what they'll do under Triple H? But WWE officials reportedly impressed by Angelo Dawkins, so that's good to hear. They're giving him more singles matches, and I think he's safe. I didn't want him to get what's the wrong looking for? Tuckered, you know.
Oh gosh, forgot about Tucker.
Yeah, so
just for Montez Ford to end up at another tag team.
Right. A great tag team, good tag team is working, but
yeah,
one tag team to another, it's just insulting.
Very. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff there. I do trust Triple H though, because if you look at the history with NXT, when he splits up tag teams, both guys tend to succeed. DIY, for example.
Yeah.
That being said, I think Zach said did one more.
Okay, so Impact last week, just so you know, Knock, their ratings are getting crushed by a new company that has been around for a bit. Impact did 90,000, up from like 82,000 the week before.
Hey, we're going up, right direction.
Easy. They are getting crushed by a wrestling show on syndication, a wrestling show that both of you will be appearing on in upcoming shows, a show that I watched last night that is very good. It is called Wow, Women of Wrestling. It is like 3 times as much Impact's ratings who are on a major network. The first 2 episodes, episode 1 of Wow, 281,000, episode 2, 273,000. I don't know, man. Sometimes when a dog is it's not getting better, you got to take it behind the shed.
It's insane.
I kid, but I just want to point this out because you two will be on upcoming episodes. Yes. I do believe it's from what I got in the last 2 weeks, I think 3 more weeks, and then the ones you guys work will be on.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That's insane because like a lot of people from WoW, you hope to wrestle Impact. That's a dream come true.
Giselle, I never wish that on my worst enemy.
Giselle Shaw, you see her. She jumped from WoW to Impact. A lot of people. So it's kind of crazy. Jessica Havoc was in WoW, went to Impact Wrestling. A lot of talent there. But that's crazy because Impact's that's like the gold standard. They're getting crushed ratings.
Yeah, so what's the next segment we got coming up?
I think it's time. I think Newman Cole's waiting for this next segment. The next segment we got. Let's talk about let's break up the thing. We're West Coast Pop. We talk wrestling, but let's talk some pop culture. We had the season finale of She-Hulk last week. And now all 3 of us have been watching this weekly. Some have been enjoying it more than others, some enjoying it to a certain degree. And the season finale just went off the wall. Now, if you haven't seen the show, I'll say give us about the next 7 to 8 minutes to talk about it. We're going to get into spoilers. If you don't care for spoilers, that's cool too. But spoilers coming in for She-Hulk season finale. Let's discuss. Eric, hit him with the shots.
So you spent all damn season, the whole damn season, including episode Mother Effing 1, leading us on this natural trajectory that she was going to get her blood stolen. You teased this so many effing times. In the conclusion, you complain that this is where you went. You complain that the storylines are getting too messy. There's too much. It's not concise enough. You're complaining that what was the main complaint? That she didn't feel like it was her show anymore because Bruce Banner showed up for the rescue, because Tatiana shows up randomly, which was very fucking random, because there's a new Hulk. You want to break the fourth wall and complain about that? Fine. Why did you lead us all season on that course? You, as writers, naturally took us to that conclusion. If you wanted to write something better, then write something better. Don't make a whole show, because that's what She-Hulk is now. She-Hulk, the entire first season, is just a complaint letter about the people who paid to watch your movies, because y'all are like, oh, we're in fucking Hollywood. We're in Marvel. We're smarter than you. You don't like anything that we do? You don't like everything that we do? Then we're going to make a whole fucking show about it and make fun of you. Now, are there people that are idiots on the internet? Yes. But do you need to make a whole show and go down to their level about it? Makes no sense. And the worst part of all is I didn't even get my Deadpool cameo.
Oh, I forgot. We were banking on that, man. That would have been really cool. We had all these other cameos. Before I throw to Zach, I think I'm the one in the middle here where I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. So I'm just going to touch on a few things before I throw it to Zach. You did She-Hulk a disservice. Like, instead of, like, enjoying like a show, getting her story, getting her a nice villain to, overcome, it just kind of just threw the whole season 1 away. I kind of want to see the season 2 just so I can actually get a She-Hulk story, a nice She-Hulk story, like from the comics, something. So I do kind of want to see the season 2 to kind of tease the season 2, but this whole season 1 was a throwaway. That was possibly if you can call that a villain, the Hulk King or whatever. That was probably the worst villain I've ever seen in my life. I hated that character. I know he's meant to be hated, but that character was just awful. Tatiana popping up like the Kool-Aid man, it's hilarious. I'm fine with it. I thought they were going to do like a team up at some point. I didn't mind the character. I quite enjoyed that character. And I enjoyed some of these episodes, but now I don't want to say it's the same level of disappointment, but it's like Game of Thrones. You made me watch all these storylines, get invested just so you can throw it away at the end and not care. The finale, I thought it was kind of cool that they broke the fourth wall. That was kind of interesting. But then again, the way you did it, you should have gave me some meat on the bone, some substance before you did all that. And then there's a character reveal at the end. I know Zach's gonna touch on it. I'm gonna throw it to you. But what are your thoughts?
The season as a whole, I did like. I was more positive than negative with it, right?
Yeah.
I knew when they started out, especially how some of the showrunners and directors and writers were talking about it, what it was going to be and who it was going to target. And unfortunately, it focused on that more than targeting the comic book fans. I just want to point out, this happened when Wonder Woman came out. A lot of women were very happy because finally women superheroes are being represented, which is good. But also keep in mind, a lot of men bought those women comic books leading up to this. So there are men who are fans of this. You don't need to shit, as Eric said, onto the ones who deserve shitting on and make that almost the crux of your show, because it doesn't create substance for the character. Now, when she comes in to Secret Wars and we do all that, I don't think she's going to get a big reaction from as many people as Kevin Feige thinks that he's going to get from her. If you don't know Secret Wars, just look it up. It's a big end game kind of fun thing. There's 2 good storylines. Some things to touch on really quick that I kind of irked me. The blood, trying to get the blood. The one thing that irked me about that was when she went into, which I think is a worse episode than the finale, the one where they're all in group session and the guy that tried to get the blood from her was in there. This made no sense for him to all of a sudden be reformed, but not inform her that there is someone else like the Hulk King trying to get the blood from her. So you're going to have this character do this turn and not give out this information. I thought this whole episode was written, I think, by someone who doesn't know how to write TV and do beats. But I will say one of the head writers, she did write an episode of Community and I think Rick and Morty as well. So
Oh shit.
we'll see. Tatiana Jamila Jamil, one of the funniest character actors there's around. She's very underutilized. I don't know if it's because she's so tall or her ethnicity or what it is in Hollywood. I would love to see her in more mainstream stuff because she is so fucking good. She's in The Good Place and a few other things. She's great. She's outstanding. I'm very disappointed they didn't use her more. There's a fun video that she made going around LA, spray painting Tatiana and all this stuff onto She-Hulk banners that she did herself. Very
Yeah,
cool
she
stuff.
really
So
committed
funny
to
and
this.
talented. Yes. I thought more should have been given to her. The Madison character was a huge highlight. That episode was so funny. I absolutely love that character. Another great character actress who committed to her role. So I really appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
For anyone that hasn't, oh, go ahead. You're good. I got a light on mine.
I was gonna say, like you said, like there were some really bright spots. Like even it's a Tatiana Maslany. I liked her as She-Hulk. I thought she did a really good job. It just the storylines really bugged me. We're gonna see her in Daredevil coming up.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to revisit that.
For people who are very upset about the twerk, that twerk doesn't bother me one bit. It is for the character. Megan Thee Stallion was on SNL last night, and that's pretty much what she did the whole show, was that character that she is. So it's compliant with the celebrity that you have on, and that doesn't even come close to what I think is the worst moment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that is Dance Off. Fuck you, Star-Lord. That was fucking trash. That was way worse.
Yeah, no
than
one
the twerk.
complained about. Yeah, no one complained about that. And that was in the freaking. That's your main event of the movie.
Right.
True,
So.
yeah.
That was the worst in Marvel Cinematic history for me. And then I'm sure we'll touch on some more stuff here. But again, having the sun come in, I'm just going to recap this very quickly here. Having the sun come in with the worst CGI I have seen in a long time. I actually like how She-Hulk look. I have issues with how the Hulk keeps looking softer and softer, but I actually like how She-Hulk looks, and I understand that it takes a lot for a character in mocap to move, and also when it's the actual character on stilts, adjusting for a larger head and face, or excuse me, arms and all that stuff. But with that said, if you're not familiar with World War Hulk, they did a storyline in Thor Ragnarok. They kind of shoehorned it in because Universal owns the rights to make a Hulk movie. So they knew that they couldn't do this, so they put this in Thor, which worked. It was good. It was Angry Hulk. So Hulk in the comics gets sent to the planet because he's a menace to Earth. The Illuminati sent him there. He's outcast, so he's pissed, and he's pissed about this, and the whole World War Hulk story happens. He gets in good graces with this woman to take over the ruler, and now they rule, and because his blood hit the ground and made a flower grow, the whole planet thinks he's a god and everything else like that, until his spaceship explodes and kills like 1 million people or whatever, and then he gets sent back to Earth, or I forgot how the end happened. But him and that woman have a child. It is a war-torn planet. There is no niceness. There is no like showing up at a picnic kind of Hulk. So to go back and do this storyline, I know connects with the plane, or excuse me, the spacecraft coming in episode 1 and setting everything up to this, but you cannot go back and do this storyline with a nice Hulk. This is a very savage Hulk kind of storyline. I hope they don't go back and do this story, and I'm very let down that this big cameo was used for this, because I don't like this. Hey, here's my new son. Can you fix me a plate? Like I wasn't a big fan of how they shoehorned this in, and it should just ended up being a She-Hulk finale with She-Hulk getting a last joke.
I actually do want to say something else about She-Hulk, but I will be right back.
Oh, good. Zach, I'm about to hit. So, if anyone who doesn't know, Zach at the Marvel Encyclopedia, that is his brain. He's the brain of the Marvel. Is the Hulk King an actual character?
So he becomes with this woman that he overthrows the power on the planet with. He becomes like a Hulk King. But like Hulk King, I can't remember now. I'm not like, you hype me up as knowing so much about Marvel, and I don't know that much about it. But there is like a Hulk King in like the later on. I think it's Old Man Logan, if I remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I got my stars confused.
When you debut Scar like that, man, like the softest looking, the worst CGI. I mean, if you look up Hulk and Scar, like this is one photo of them in the comics, man. It looks so badass. You have like the red sky behind them. It just looks so good. And then you see the debut of this guy, and it's just like it's hard to get behind. So now, if you want to make this serious and put it in the movies, it's gonna be hard to like. You have to really show me something. They did tease when she broke the fourth wall that the VFX team started doing Black Panther. He started to talk about it, and they played the Black Panther theme. So I wonder if that's why they had to like made it to do a lot of changes, because Black Panther did get delayed. So maybe the VFX team was super behind. They had to like make some cuts and like rework the season. So I can see that. I can give them some leeway if that was the case. But yeah, I haven't got that big fight. I didn't get like something. I was still waiting for a little more. So yeah, and that the guy who played the Hulk King, yeah, I couldn't get behind that. But there were some really bright spots for the whole show. I really did enjoy the majority of the show.
Same.
So all right, so I want to go back to the Sun real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't like his appearance. That was a really weak first appearance. If that happened in wrestling, we'd be very disappointed.
Yeah.
I will give Marvel. They have a lot of teen heroes right now, a lot of kid heroes. If they don't do some kind of kid team up show on Disney Plus at some point, I will be disappointed.
Yeah, I would too.
Like they have like Miss Marvel and this kid, and they have another kid hero. I can't remember.
You got the new Black Widow. You got the new Hawkeye. Throw Hulk in there.
Exactly.
Got Cassie
there's
Lang, her debut is coming out in the next movie.
new Iron Man, Riri Williams.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got a lot of options, man.
The series as a whole. Okay, so I think I would have liked the series more if it came out all at once. I think waiting week to week and that finale just throwing the plot out for me is what killed it for me.
I can see that.
I don't know. I get why they did week to week. You want buzz long term, but if you're gonna make me watch it week to week and you're just gonna say, well, the conclusion meant fuck all, then that kind of makes me feel like I wasted my time every week.
Yeah.
And
I don't appreciate things being so meta too. Like you're just shitting on all the stuff that kind of made She-Hulk possible, and all the fans that kind of supported that. I know a lot of females who didn't like the finale, so it's not like a male-driven like hate towards it. It's not, like Hulk King's running rampant online. I mean, I know a lot of females who are commenting that it wasn't good because it just basically crapped on the whole MCU and made this meta version of something seem more smart than the whole MCU. And I don't like meta things in my stuff too often. All right, I'll say this movie called The Final Girls that came out, a lot of people loved it. I didn't. It was overly meta and wasn't really enjoyable. If you want a good meta, I'd go with like Cabin in the Woods.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, and when it comes to meta, I really appreciate what Deadpool 1 did. It was funny, it broke the fourth wall, and it didn't ask you to take it seriously. I don't think the MCU can do that because it does take some level of like, you have to buy into the story. Like I have to buy into the stakes. You don't get to do that and then ask me to care that fucking Kang is showing up or care about Loki anymore if this is in the same universe.
It's like you said, Eric, now no matter what happens with her, she can just go back to Kevin and be like, no, I don't like this, change this.
Right.
Because it wasn't even like I can go to Kevin and be like, what's going on? And you're like, all right, let me give you a new storyline. Let me give you this. It was her demanding and asking for things specifically to create a new storyline for her at the end. So now if she goes into Secret Wars, like, no, Kevin, I don't like that. Let me go back to working at this law office. Now let's switch. So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't it. Like you have Spider-Man animated series, and it kind of did the Madam Web storyline, and he went to like the real world a little bit. It was a little hint, but it didn't throw away the whole story. But it was kind of cool to break the fourth wall like that. This felt like an episode of Fairy Odd Parents, man, where Timmy Turner met the Crimson Chin, and we were just doing a whole lot of nonsense. Again, I didn't hate the show, but the finale just was some nonsense. I think this might be the lowest Disney Marvel show that they've put out so far for me. I just got off watching Miss Marvel. I thought that was great. You got Loki out there. That was great. WandaVision. So this might have been the weakest one for me.
Oh, and last thing I want to toss out there is, so the conclusion, she has all these problems with all these various plot lines. Yet there's still one thing that really irked me about the whole series is that ever since she works at this new law office, I forgot the character's name, so forgive me for just calling him this old white man.
Yeah, no, the boss.
Tells her, You're going to follow my rules. You're going to be She-Hulk. That's all I want you for. I only want you because you're She-Hulk. You're just new division. You don't get to choose your cases. You have problems with these cases because you have a personal interest. Sorry, too bad. I'm your boss. Do it or you're fired. The whole time, she is put down by an older white male. And at no point did she put any pushback. At no point did she gain any agency in her own career. Which, yes, that is realistic because unfortunately in real life you do have to put up with a boss who, puts you in tough positions. But in this story, she just kind of takes that a lot for what it is.
I was waiting for that, actually. That's a good point you brought up. I didn't think she was going to stay at that law firm that entire time. Which just reminded me also, speaking of the conflict you have to deal with through the show, the one guy, the suit designer, I forget his name. I love his character. I thought he was great.
Oh, yeah, he was cool.
He's in The Flight Attendant. He's very good in that as well.
I need to watch that show.
Just watch the first season. The second season, I don't know what happened.
Damn.
Okay.
It seems like a one-season show when I saw the trailer.
It's based on one book, so yeah. Well, first season watch.
I think we got a good amount of She-Hulk out of there. I think we got our opinions out of there. If you guys enjoy us talk about some pop culture, something TV show stuff, we can for sure add some more TV show topics to the podcast going forward. Because we watch a lot of TV. But Marvel superheroes, man, is all basically wrestling. I don't think this is as bad as what's that other one? Iron Fist though. This Marvel hit some all-time lows before. Iron Fist, the Inhumans, man. So still terrible, but not that bad.
I would still rather Iron Fist exist than She-Hulk because at least Iron Fist led to the Defenders.
But the Defenders was no good either.
If you just mentally block out Iron Fist out of all of it, then just
I never
erase him from every scene he's in.
I never watched Iron Fist. I watched all the other ones, and I started at the Defenders. I think I got 30 minutes in, and I bailed.
I really just wanted it for Daredevil because that was at the point where I just needed him on TV, and they were.
Oh yeah,
and there was like a gap in his seasons.
Yeah, Defenders was too slow of a build for not a big payoff, but the Daredevil stuff, specifically at the end with Elektra, oh my gosh, that's top TV right there. You can't beat that. But yeah, that's
Jessica Jones coming back. So they renamed
Really?
her show when they put it on Disney Plus. So I think they're going to call it either just Jessica Jones or Jessica Jones something else, one of her comic names. So
I'm
big fan of
completely
Kristen
fine with
Ritter
that.
as her, so,
Yeah.
Okay.
Kristen Ritter is amazing with Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Bring back the Punisher as well too while you're at it.
Surprised they haven't yet.
Rumored.
I'm shocked.
He's rumored to be in Daredevil. So
Okay. That's how he debuted in the original for Netflix. So that's interesting. Yeah, cool stuff there. Hopefully that works out. I think there's a lot of Marvel talk. Did you have another show you want to talk about? I think, or another movie? I thought there was something else you might have brushed on, but that's
maybe we'll talk about Black Adam next week. We'll see.
we will see. I don't know.
Twitter because he's giving out a lot of spoilers. So
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But besides She-Hulk, give a lot of thoughts there. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Any other Marvel shows you guys looking forward to for season 2?
Apparently, which Tatiana actress says there probably won't be a season 2. She's not hopeful at all.
There won't?
Yeah, she doesn't think so.
Oh wow!
Every time I see any She-Hulk news, it's just her saying nope, it's not gonna happen.
As bad as the finale was, I kind of do want a season 2.
If they do a season 2, I'm gonna wait until the absolute end to watch it. Like I'm gonna let it build up.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fun ride though. You should watch it and then obviously comment below. If you did see it already, let us know in the comment section as well because we like to discuss things. Maybe we picked up on stuff that you didn't, and maybe you picked up on stuff that we didn't, or got a better point of view on something. So let us know. We're open-minded.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. I like that She-Hulk is with Daredevil, and she's gonna be crossing over to that show. But if Elektra comes back, She-Hulk gotta hit the curb.
Well, she is back. She's in the cast list.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. No one had better chemistry than Daredevil and Elektra on screen. That was it.
You weren't a Matt and Karen fan?
I was a fan until I see him with Elektra. Like that was the duo.
Just do a Daredevil watch along. I still watch
the best Marvel show.
last season.
It's so good, man. But before we ramble on about Daredevil, that's been a good show. Let us know in the comments what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. On the way to 800 subs, man. We're so close. Get us there. Get the duck out of the chat out of the top screen for Zach's rampages. Zach Shorts is returning as well. Coming up in a few days. We're almost out of jail. Set us free.
Nothing compared to Eric Shorts.
Eric Shorts as well. If you like Simpsons crossovers wrestling, check out Eric Shorts, man. He's out here. He's free. So yeah, good stuff going on the channel, man. A lot of content. But of course, it's time for the main event of the evening. Zach, take it away.
All right, promo school today. We're not going to do promo because something funny came about from Stokely Hathaway.
Oh, wow.
Stokely, let me see if I can just send this to you guys. Stokely gave Matt Hardy an AEW exam. You'll know what it is when you look at it. We'll go over the questions here and see if you know them, the answers. I don't know all the answers, so we're going to have to Google them together. So. Okay. Page 1 is being sent to you now, and we'll read them on air. So let us know in the comment section what your answer to each of these are, and let us know in the chats below what you think your answer is. 2 pages here, like 10 questions total. 2 of them I think are very just jokey ones. So you'll know what kind of quiz this is. It's Stokely Hathaway. We know what Stokely Hathaway is about. And this is his quiz. It says on here, Matthew, now that I have your contract, it's due by 10/18/22 before you enter the building. For AEW Dynamite, a 7 out of 10 is mandatory, or I will be on your ass like white on rice. Class name is called Get Your Shit Together 101, period, my time. And let me know when you guys want to go over the questions.
So
I like stuff like this going on Twitter. So no, this is done in backstage segment that wasn't on the air, and then he tweeted it out. So
okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I do not have the answers, so if you can Google them for us in the chat, or Eric or Knock if you can, because my internet will snap if I open something else now. Number 1, Birdman on the 2000 Classic. Number 1 Stunna said he was gonna fuck them in the A while F them in the A while Lil Wayne A diversified his bonds, B beat up that P, or C join death row.
What the fuck?
I just need to read that again because I was too enticed by you reading it.
I just want to say while we're going over this that Birdman's one of the worst rappers I've ever heard in my life.
It's about to catch some heat on mine now.
Put some respect on my name.
That's okay. So Birdman.
I'm just trying to censor us because again, we're 4 days away from our 3 strikes and you're out suspension. 3 strikes and our channel gets deleted. So I'm just trying to, you know what? I mean, probably shouldn't have said bussy. I probably shouldn't have said it right there either, I guess. But
you'd think we'd posted full matches and movies on our channel or something waiting after us.
Right. I don't know the answer to this, so
you know I'm guessing diversify his bonds. That sounds like I'm going with A.
I'm gonna go with the death row one, man. It doesn't make sense, but you know, neither does Birdman.
Yeah, B doesn't make sense to ask another man to do that. So I feel like A is more of a Wu-Tang thing. Let us know in the chats what it is. Maybe we'll post something on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I know the answer to number 2. Broman on Martin is from A, the 5th floor, B, 1st floor, or C, the basement.
The 5th floor.
That's it.
Yeah, he's coming from upstairs.
Floor.
Yeah, yep. Come on, man. Don't get me with Brum, man. That was my guy. Brum, man.
All right, number 3, Nas hit Jay-Z with A, chloroform, B, ether, or C, the blood of Christ. I do not know this one either.
Ether, man. Come on now. I know Eric knew that one too, but
I'm still looking up this answer for number 1.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
Okay, Eric's busy now. I'll be testing your knowledge. All right, number 4. What does it mean to wish a mother effer would? A, request help. B, welcome a confrontation. C, request a retweet.
Welcome a confrontation.
Yeah, that is it. You are passing this exam, Knock. 4 out of 7 is all you need.
If Matt Hardy shows up to AEW wearing a do-rag, I don't know if I can watch Dynamite anymore.
Yeah. We'll see how Stokely handles it. I'm glad he's in charge of this. Number 5, finish the lyrics. We are living A, together, B, apart, C, single.
Oh, living single.
That's right. Aired right after Bro Man.
Bro, you hit me with
came in
these
with the fire escape.
90s trivia, man. Come on.
Damn.
This is Stokely. This is all Stokely. I'm sorry. Stokely Hathaway was personal trainer to which professional wrestler? A, Stevie Ray, B, Kenny Omega, or C, Monty Brown? I do not know the answer to this.
Personal trainer.
I didn't know he did
Yeah,
that.
personal trainer.
I actually don't know. I don't know.
All right. If someone can let us know, I'm going to say Monty Brown just because I don't see Kenny Omega training with him, and Stevie Ray is way too old. And
Actually, you know what? It might have been Kenny.
Really?
It might have been Kenny.
It's not something that looks like anyone ever talked about. It's not showing up on Google.
Okay. Chad, if you know, let us know. Number 7, what type of jeans does Eddie Kingston prefer? A, skinny, B, boot
don't know
cut, or
this,
C, straight? This is a Stokely question, so
Definitely not skinny.
I'm going to say boot cut because he wears the Timbs.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Keenan Ivory Wayans was the star of which 1994 blockbuster hit? A, Shaft, B, A Lowdown Dirty Shame, C, I Got the Hookup.
The third one.
Yeah.
I got to hook up.
I know the answer to this one because I have the soundtrack on cassette still. It's B, A
Damn.
Lowdown Dirty Shame.
I knew it wasn't the
Fun
first
movie.
one.
Yeah, it's a good 90s like action cop kind of
Only one
thing.
I knew it wasn't
All right,
was Shaft.
Yeah.
That's the test. If you said Shaft, you get a fucking belt.
Yeah.
Number 9. Aw, here it goes. Was said by A, Kel Mitchell, B, Father James Mitchell, C, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Every week. Oh, here it goes. I remember that on Raw. But you know who it is.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah, Kel Mitchell could. At first, I thought he was going to put Coolio down in here. Number 10, the last one. This is the joke question for Matt Hardy. Are you invited to the cookout? A, no. B, no. Or C, no.
Unless he brings some of that JR barbecue sauce.
That is it. And the reason I just did that for promo school is to just show some more, have some fun and show some shine for Stokely Hathaway. I want to see good promos from him, especially after that good segment with MJF. So he has as many strikes as we do on YouTube. That is 2, one more, and he's kicked out from YouTube or MJF stable or whatever it is. So we'll see how that comes about. And hopefully both of us stick around longer than Wednesday night on Dynamite.
What do you think this goes for Stokely? Because I kind of want to see him and his faction just stomp out MJF for that. But MJF's too big a character for that.
Right.
yeah, I hate when they make factions just for the sake of making factions. Like, you had the Trust Busters, they ain't going nowhere. I mean, just, I don't know.
I'm sorry, wait, trust that you talking about
The faction that got forgotten about already?
you talking about the man who taught me the most basic rule in life. 3 facts in life, knock. The only 3 constants in life. Death, taxes, and you got to sell before your mother effing buy.
Oh, man. Put it on a t-shirt.
Side note, we discussed this on Rampage. They show Trustbuster packages a couple times now in the last 2 weeks. Parker Bordeaux is out, and Slim J is only in one scene in the whole 20-30 second package.
Yeah, I think it's just Ari Daivari and Sonny Kiss now. Like, honestly. I didn't see Parker Boudreaux being a long-term thing.
He's still on the roster page, so I don't know, TK.
Yeah.
Just buy all the toys, buy a bigger toy box.
Oh, did we talk about what's his name? Smart Mark? Getting the trademark.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't. I don't think we did. I thought that was hilarious, man. They're doing this whole rock versus paper versus scissors. It's Swerve being the rock and Smart being the paper. It's kind of hilarious.
Okay, I was confused about why they had Mark just jump into this feud with Swerve, but when you explain it like that, I actually am kind of enticed.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if you guys mentioned it or not, but it obviously going to lead to Nice and Woods getting a tag team opportunity, tag team title shot opportunity.
As long as they don't
So
win.
much personality.
Yeah, they gotta beat somebody. So
I'm just happy that they legally had Mark Sterling buy the rights to this. Like, it's not AEW, not Tony Khan. Mark Sterling legally owns the rights to that in real life.
Yeah,
that's great.
Oh man, been a great episode. We got some pop culture talk in there for our weekly wrestling podcast, man. West Coast POPcast, episode 129. Whose show is it? Shout out to Zach for making the thumbnail, man. Great stuff. Shout out to Eric for putting the stream together. And shout out to you, the viewers. Get your name on the stream. We got 4 new guys on there. All you do is hit the subscribe button and we'll put your name on the screen. As Eric says every week, we'll make you famous. Any last words, Eric?
Hit that bell icon, subscribe, get in our shorts, see what we got. You never know what's in there. Be sure to leave a comment if you're watching this after we've gone live. We always answer. Let us know who's your favorite wrestler. Why is Gambit the best? What do you think about Orange Cassidy being new All Atlantic champion? And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Zach, any final words?
If you watched Halloween Ends, check out the video we got up on the channel and comment below what you thought. I will comment spoilers in the comments section. So that, and I had one more thing to say, but I totally forgot. That's okay. Just we love our community. So
yeah, hopefully that movie ends soon. But it's been a great show. We'll see you guys next week, of course. Tier list shorts coming out, more podcasts, more streams, more video games, more pop culture. This is West Coast POPcast, your boy Final Boss. From Eric, from Zach, from the Final Boss. Where can they find us?
Can find us back on the streets in 4 days, running wild. It is going to be hectic. We're going to have more videos for you. We've been in jail for 90 days. Now we know what the talent feels like under the Vince regime. Our 90-day probation period is almost up. 4 days, free the WCP.
Exactly. Free the WCP, man. We're coming out. We're coming strong. 800 subs. We're coming for you. Peace out, yo.
Somebody scissor me.